So what's up everybody? I am back showing off my brand new Pauper deck. I've been working on this in secret for about a week now, trying to do my own original Pauper build because the format's so open to original builds. And I've been slowly testing this, tweaking it, removing a card, adding a card, changing up the sideboard, and running it pretty much every day without telling anyone. I finally got it to where I'm happy to share it with people. So far today the deck is undefeated. We've played Is It Delver, we played Mono Blue Delver, we played Mono Black Control, we played Naya Zoo, we played Burn, we played Elves. I've won every single game I played today with this deck. Even when I was playing against Elves and they let me know I'd forgotten to put Holy Light in the sideboard, but I still managed to pull out the win against them. So I'm really proud of how this deck's doing. I kind of want to release it to the masses, let everyone start using it, because I want Mono White to become a mainstay in Pauper. Mono White is my favorite way to play Magic. I really think this deck can go far. I want to see it mentioned with all those other names I mentioned before as like one of the top tier decks in Pauper. So I've got this up on Tapped Out. You can see the link down at the bottom of the video. Have a little bit of information about how to play it. And then if I do make a change in here, I do note it down in the comments so you can see my my thought process. Feel free to go in and make suggestions for this deck, maybe mention some things I haven't thought of. I want this to be a top tier deck. I want to see other people playing this deck. Hopefully I can get the professor's attention and he might want to mention this deck on his stream. Because again, I want to see this actually become a thing. Mono White needs to be a thing, people. So we just did one game in the testing area. We're in the tournament practice level, so we're as high as we can go. We're playing soldiers. Let's go ahead and give them another game and see if we can keep up the winning streak. One of the most important cards in the deck I should mention is the core Skye Fisher. You've got a lot of cards that you want to play a second time. So having the Skye Fisher be able to bounce them gives you extra value out of these cards. God, I keep getting one land hands. I don't know, this one looks like it might work though. As long as I can draw another land, this hand's great. I'm really falling in love with this card. You'll quickly see why. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to cast Viashino Sandstalker, but you're welcome to build your own Pauper deck with it. Although I think it might be an uncommon. Just in case we're up against Delver, I'm going to drop the Javelineer first. I cannot believe that a frickin' Fallen Empires card is good. Oh, we're up against blue, so possibly Delver. Not too sure what blue deck is playing Chromatic Star. So we got our second land. I'm going to leave this open just in case of Delver. We're going to pop out the Deathblade Elite. Oh, it is uncommon? Well, yeah, that's not going to work in Pauper then. But there's other Viashinos you can play. There are many in that clan now. So the Opal Caryatid's a 1-drop enchantment. Whenever an opponent plays a creature, like they have to cast it, it becomes a 2/2 human soldier. This might be some kind of affinity build. Yeah, I think this is affinity. So my Caryatid might not do a ton. Okay, I'm going to ping them with the Javelineer. Then play Skye Fisher. I'm going to return the Javelineer. Then I will attack. Yeah, the Skye Fisher combos with so much in the deck. The Javelineer, you can reset a Journey to Nowhere if you need to. Trying to think off the top of my head and I'm having trouble here. Chomana's Journey, you can change the color. Loyal Cathar, you can flip him back over. You can get another clue out of a Thraben Inspector. Just all kinds of randomness. And of course you can block a Delver and kill it, which is probably the main reason people play Core Skyfisher. Okay, not entirely sure what all they're doing over there. Pretty sure it's Affinity though. I can't say that I've ever played Affinity in an event. I'm going to put Pro Red on the Skyfisher. Just get it out of the way while they're tapped out. Just cover my bases, because I bet they have a Galvanic Blast in there. And I know they've got Goblin tokens. Okay, you're drawing cards and making colors. What are you doing? Hey, you got a second land. I think I might need to keep an eye on their graveyard. Galvanic Blast, called it. Oh, Goblin King. Goblins are still good in a lot of formats. I just saw Legacy Goblins the other day. That deck was nuts. I think this might be the first matchup where I sideboard these out. I like my Opal Caryatids. They're really good against mono black control because they can't make you sacrifice them. Then once they finally play a creature, you've got a little beater to work with. Yep, there's the Cold Auto Rebirth. Yep, you got Goblin tokens. Artifact land. These are banned in like every format, except this one. Oh, Pauper, you're so wonderful. Hello, Cluestone. That makes things even better. Let's pump all my defenses. Now I don't mind swinging with the Death Blade. They're probably going to double block, but at least I get rid of one of the goblins. This way they can't like triple block my Thraben Inspector. Oh my god, they're not going to double... Oh my... They really should have double blocked there. That was a big play error. Which I'm okay with them making play errors. It's good for me. I'll wait for the Galvanic Blast to throw that on Veteran Armor. Because I have a feeling it's coming. I need more artifacts in play though. Yes, this does 2 damage to any target, but if you have 3 or more artifacts in play, it does 4. So it's like a hyper lightning bolt. I explain these because my friend that's watching is not very in the loop on Magic anymore. Okay, there's both draw and the sacrifice. Yeah, or a hyper shock, double shock. It's like putting both fingers in the outlet. Here's another Affinity card that's almost an Ancestral Recall. So remember, it counts these artifact lands too, so that only costs them 1 blue to draw 2 cards. I think it's only sorcery speed though, right? Yeah, sorcery speed. Hey, they cast a creature. Oh. Okay, they just gave me the win. What have I got sideboard-wise for this? Do I need Relic? Could use Fragmentize. I think a Holy Light. These aren't as good, so I'll pull 2 of them. Sunlance isn't... I'll keep Sunlance in. There's 1 use for it. 1 Journey to Nowhere. There we go. Yeah, the mini Ancestral is definitely the better of the 2. It's a slower hand, but I like it. So we're doing good against Affinity so far. Dr. Octagon. I like how they have an Infinity-based avatar, too. I think that's what Steel Overseer, I want to say. My avatar is just one of my favorite commanders. Tisa for the win. So what I'm gathering from wrestling is Brock Lesnar did finally show up, but he doesn't want to leave backstage. And he's not going to let anyone in to talk to him either. Hey, it's a creature. Oh, that's a deadly creature. Now is the time for removal. That thing will eat me for breakfast if I leave it out. Oh, it's that time. I didn't realize it was that time yet.
I can't kiss you. I love you.
I know, I love you so much. Come here and give me a hug before you go upstairs. He is there. They keep showing him backstage. It's just he'll only talk to Paul Heyman. He's like just reading a magazine or something. Megan has hug. Oh, love you too. Hope you sleep well, sweetie.
I will. I'll try.
There's your dose of lesbian love for the night. Even better than Showtime. Ooh. Executioner's Capsule. I'm going to go ahead and play this instead of cycling it because I want to get my Palace Sentinels out. Do I bother with holding on to this? I think I just burn it. No, I'm going to go play the Skyfisher and then recast my Inspector. Skinamax, I remember those days. One mana 2/2 with a clue. 2 mana 3/3 flyer. God, I love this deck. I'm glad clues were introduced to the game. I was really skeptical at first. They seemed like a little too minor to actually be worth anything, but being able to get something for free that you can pay 2 mana to draw a card later, it's been a good addition. Oh god, we're too old. Kids don't know what the Scrambled Playboy channel was. I remember staring at it for hours and going, I think I see a nipple. Oh, I get to use Holy Light in a second. They might concede if I Holy Light. Yeah, let's see if this makes him concede. I'm going to throw the Piety Charm on here too. Down to 2. Oh, you, Captain Affinity. Sorry, Dr. Octagon. Wrong formality title. Unless they can wipe my board, I think I got game. There we go. Soldiers take another win. So now I can chalk up Affinity as a deck this has been able to beat. So yeah, if you like this, help me get the professor to recognize it. I want to see everyone playing this. I want to see the professor do a little deck tech video on YouTube about it. This deck is baller. I want to see mono white at the top of Pauper.